Welcome back to Gilmour Racing. We're back in the workshop. We're actually unloading after the Sydney Motorsport round, and what a cracking round it was. We got to work with Jon Collins again. Jon managed to secure his race engineer from when he won his 2015 championship, Matt Chapman. So it was great to have Matt Chapman back again to work with him, and what a professional pair they were. Absolutely seamless to work with, no complaints at all, and just got in and got the job done. And before we get into the race results, let's put this into perspective. 1,776 days since Jon Collins last raced competitively. 2,246 days since Jon last drove this car when he won the championship in 2015. And first run out, Jon was on the pace. He did everything right. He didn't run off the track, he didn't overdrive it, he just got the processes right, and naturally the speed came. We did have a selector issue in qualifying which limited his laps, but he still did pretty well. Race one was unfortunate. There was a start line incident that saw the race red flagged, and these were critical laps that Jon needed. Jon got no practice time in the car. He basically jumped in this thing and went out and raced. We did some practice on Friday, which was basically him just getting the head around the car again, familiarising himself with the controls. But for the amount of laps Jon actually did over the weekend, and to be as competitive as he was, he got a third place trophy. And even that probably didn't really reflect the speed that Jon had. He could have been P2 quite easily. He was fast enough. And I can't speak highly enough of the guys. Matt Chapman drilled Jon, really helped him get him up to speed and see where he was losing the time. But the whole team, it was a really cool event. It was great. Massive grids for Australian Formula Open again. I think there was 27 cars on grid. Huge fields, great racing, and it's really progressing really well. And to have Jon back in the car is an absolute honour. To really give you an idea of how close the racing is up the front of the pack, our all property signage on the side of the car got a bit of a touch up. That's the back of the rim and that's the front of the rim. It's only just touched the sticker, so that's not a problem. We can take care of that. We'll tidy that up and have it ready for the next round. And while we're looking at the all property signage, we've got to thank these guys and KCK Lubricants for making this year happen. We're doing invitational drives, subsidised drives, just to get a whole bunch of fresh faces in this car. And now that Sydney Motorsport Park is done, we move on to the Bend. The Bend is the next round, and it's probably the coolest round on the calendar. We're with Lamborghini Super Trofeo, and not only that, the Bend circuit and the facilities are world class. It's a really cool track, suits these cars really well. We've got a great setup for the Bend, so from now on, it's preparation. We're gonna get this thing ready, get it sorted, check over it, pull some grass out of the front, and this thing should be ready to go. But thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and definitely stay tuned.